All right, here we are, guys. We're at the ATV Snowmobile Power Sports Show. We got Paul Potter and Dave Moffat here from General Headquarters, and it's been a busy weekend for both of you and for everyone this weekend. I know there's been a lot of people asking questions. What have been the consistent threads and themes that we've seen all this weekend?
Well, Kerry, I mean, we talk about this is a recreational sport. 34 people, 20 on the ATV side of the house, 14 on the MSB side of the house. Those people went out for a nice afternoon on the trail to have fun, to enjoy the countryside in the province, and they didn't come back. So the impact on that is absolutely huge. That's life-changing. We never get over something like that. We just, we get used to it, right?
Yeah.
So something that is difficult for us to deal with, right, from a policing standpoint. And we talked about the causal factors. Why did these things happen? I know on the snowmobile side of the house, speed is a big factor. Absolutely. Equipment's a big factor. Not wearing the proper equipment. You're going through the ice, thin ice, absolutely huge. And obviously, the consumption of alcohol and drugs. Those are some of the contributing factors as to why these terrible occurrences are happening. And we need to stop that.
And they're 100% preventable.
So if you're over 16 years of age, you must have a driver's license or a motorized snow vehicle operator license. If you're under 16, so 12 to 15, for our young people out there, they can take a course, whether in person or online, to get their operator license, and they must have that. For your snowmobile, you have to have insurance on it. It's no different than your car, and your snowmobile also has to have a validation sticker through the Ministry of Transportation, all right? And one of the big things, and this is in conjunction with our partners, with the OFSC, you must have your trail pass. You have to have that to legally be operating on one of the trails. And they provide trails up to 30,000 kilometers throughout the province. I mean, that money goes towards promoting the safe and upkeep of those trails.
So what happens, Dave, if someone is caught on a OFSC snowmobile trail on a quad?
Well, it is illegal. OFSC doesn't want any part of having a quad on their trails and the big reason is it's wrecking the trails.
Yeah.
They work so hard to make this snowmobile community that they don't want you there. So it is a trespass charge.
Yeah.
As far as my side of the house, you can be on the off-road vehicles are governed under two acts. One is the Off-Road Vehicles Act, which is the trails through the woods and crown land, etc., and also the Highway Traffic Act. Yeah. And the Highway Traffic Act, now we can drive these things on the roads. But you must have a license to do that. You have to.
A driver's license.
A driver's
G2
license.
or more.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right. G2 or more.
Now, I was talking to some other officers yesterday, and they're saying as much as we're all enthusiasts in this, we want to have as many trails as possible. But sometimes, if you want to just give a message to all these off-road operators, they're actually spoiling the fun for everyone else. We're losing trails. We're losing access because if private property owners are saying no because they're frustrated with maybe Hollywood exhaust and gutted exhaust and guys taking liberties that aren't theirs to take. What do you want to tell other people out there that want to come out and have fun, but they think it doesn't affect them?
Well, I think we all have to be responsible and accountable for making sure we're doing the right things out there, right? And like you say, Kerry, we do rely on those property owners to allow people to utilize portions of their property as the trail system, so we can all enjoy it. I mean, they're losing trails all over the place, and everybody has to do their part, be responsible, and do the right thing. Don't make too much excess noise, and make sure you're not going off trail. Stay on that marked trail when you're out there operating. Very important.
And now there's so many associations out there in the province for ATVs, off-road vehicles. Right behind us is the Ontario Federation of ATVs. They just came out with a great app that shows you exactly where you can go in the province to operate your ATV and to do it safely. And you know what? We all have to take that responsibility. It's a great sport. Don't be the one that decides, you know what? I don't care what the rules are. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, for one, it might take your life. For two, you're going to close down these awesome trails.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I see all these pictures up on the screen. You get all kinds of wrecks. People are losing their lives needlessly. And these are guys that are out there having a great time. You think they're having a good time, but they never come home. And I know we've had some tragedies last year with snowmobiles going through thin ice, rivers. You know, they don't freeze nearly as thick as standing water does on a lake. And you don't know how thick that ice is. You know, talk to just a little bit about safety mechanisms that'll keep you alive if you actually are out on a machine where there may not be thick ice.
Absolutely, Kerry. Number one, make sure you know where you're going. All right, check. Like Dave says, you can use the interactive trail guide that OFSC offers. Make sure you stay on that marked trail. If you're not sure, we have a saying: if you're not sure where you're going, don't go. Right? A couple of quick little things, and most people now have a flotation suit. They're available from a variety of different vendors. We strongly recommend that you have one of those. If you're going on any body of frozen water, make sure you have a flotation suit. And another really inexpensive tool to have with you are ice picks. They're great to have. They'll help get you out of the water. And if you happen to go through the ice, that's something that you can utilize to self-rescue and to hopefully save your life. Right? It's pretty straightforward, eh?
Well, I think a really important thing is also we in the marine world we talk about a sail plan. Here, tell people where you're going and how long you're going to be and where you're off to. Okay. Too often than not, when a loved one doesn't come home, it's the morning when you find out, and then you go out and search. And by that time, it's too late. A lot of these collisions are caused on the snowmobile side and the ATV side. It's caused because of speed, driving too fast, not knowing where you are, and then having horrific consequences because of that.
And Dave, another thing, you're talking about factors that contribute to these serious injury, collisions and fatalities. And the other big one is alcohol related.
Absolutely.
Folks, if you're going to be out there operating either your ATV or your snowmobile, do that safely. Don't drink and don't consume drugs before you're going out there operating. Save that till after if that's what you choose to do. But just so everybody's aware, mandatory alcohol screening came into effect December 2018. OPP officers out there on the trail systems can stop you anywhere on that trail system and make a demand for a sample of your breath. And as a result of the sample, you may face a suspension. You may actually get arrested for impaired operation of a vehicle. So you have to be careful. You have to be responsible. Folks, we're trying to make sure it's safe for you out there. We want you to enjoy the sport. We want you to have fun and make the most of it and keep it a family-oriented hobby that everybody likes to likes to do.
That's right.
And we don't, these terrible stories, we don't like dealing with them just as much as you don't, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, do you know what? Thank you so much. You know, these are amazing machines at the show. There's all kinds of new technology and all kinds of items people can purchase and go have fun with. But the main point is to make those memories, have fun, enjoy it, and get home safely at the end. And we're going to be out there. You guys are going to be out there patrolling the trails, patrolling the crossings, making sure they're not impaired driving, because impaired driving on a trail is the same offense as impaired driving on the highway.
That's right.
So anyways, enjoy the season, enjoy your adventures wherever that takes you. But again, a few simple steps to think about safety is going to go a long way in getting you home safe.
Yeah, we want you to make the most of it. We want you to enjoy it. And like Dave says,
Don't cut your life short for the sport.
Absolutely.
We have a great partnership with the OFSC and OFA TV. We are out there with them. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't cut your life short for the sport.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,